Today I felt called to record another video. I remember watching The Peaceful Warrior, and it's an excellent book. The movie is based on the book as well, and it's rated as a movie watcher's guide to enlightenment. The description on the International Movie Database is Dan, a college student and a world champion gymnast, is disturbed and wants to add some meaning to his life. A chance encounter leads him to discover an enlightened way ahead. It seemed like he had everything going for him. He had the honor rolls, all the women that he wanted, the popularity, as fit as he was in his entire life. And the gas station attendant asked him, "So why can't you sleep at night then?" Interesting how the mind operates, right? Sometimes it just takes that inner stillness and that time to reflect. Uh, Kind of coincidental that my superintendent here, he called me a recluse, someone who lives in seclusion. And that's quite perfect, honestly, because in a past life, I was a monk. Makes sense. Uh, Meeting Carrie Stone, the founder of Tiger Dragon Martial Arts Center, learning Kung Fu, and the abilities that I'm starting to unlock and remember. So I just wanted to do a video about the way of the peaceful warrior because peace is the goal. I think a lot of people want more peace in their lives. And it's just about finding that inner stillness, that inner balance from within, sitting in the silence, removing the distractions, right? So this is directly from the book. As a peaceful warrior, I would choose when, where, and how I would behave. With that commitment, I began to live the life of a warrior. That's from Dan Millman, the author of The Way of the Peaceful Warrior and Sacred Journey of the Peaceful Warrior. Nick said to him at one point, "This is a service station. We offer service. There is no higher purpose." To offer service unto others is a great calling, which is why the vision that I had for this organization and this platform, the company, I have a heart for solutions because of my life path that I chose. I chose the difficult road, the hard road, the challenging road, so that I could learn through struggles and endurance how to overcome each obstacle and then figure out how to create a structured system and teach that, right? So, right now for work, I'm a data optimizer for a company called Tracker, right? You ever wonder how there's these advertisements on Instagram or Facebook and you can increase your view view count and your popularity on the platform? Well, they send it to companies like Tracker because they need real-time clicks from uh, actual IP addresses to generate those that data and optimize the outcome in the algorithms, right? So a data optimizer. It's a perfect role. It's just one stream right now while I'm focusing on doing these talks. And I can then use that because there's a way to create and generate income can use that for other people and teach them step by step. If they need income to work from home, it's remote work, which is it's perfect. As numerically, you can determine everyone's job based on their life path number, which is the birthday, month, and the year deduced down. And mine, because I'm in the 30 to 40 range, means that I'm the wisdom sharer. Just a few days ago, actually, I was heading to the bank, coming back, and met an interesting gentleman on the sidewalk who actually immigrated here from Egypt. And he was telling me his whole life story, right? So, wisdom sharer, they've graduated from learning to teaching. And because of the energy that emanates from them, they draw people in magnetically. People that seek answers to life's most difficult, challenging questions, or maybe just need advice, some guidance. I was shopping at Goodness Me, just getting my daily apple. Got to be organic, because remember, apples are on the Dirty Dozen list, right? So, and as I'm coming to the checkout counter, just have a quick chat with one of the cashiers there. And she was asking me questions about, so should I wait to get a credit card then? And it's just encounters like that, which seem like they're random, but we all know there's no such thing as random in a perfectly organized ecosystem. The universe is just a holographic construct that updates and upgrades as we biological computers, that's what we are as an organism, interact with it, right? So September, born September 22nd, 1990 at 4:20 a.m. September babies, they are known as trusted advisors. So trusted advisor, wisdom share, right? I knew that there was a reason that I chose everything that I chose in my life. There had to have been a reason for it because I understand that there is a cause and purpose for suffering, right? There has to be a lesson to be learned from that. It's not so much accurate to say that life is a series of problems to be solved, but rather experiences to be had and learned from, right? If you see everything as an experience, then you can take away the polarity of the good versus the bad, the evil versus the light, and right, there's the objective and then there's the subjective. The contrast, the gray, it's I like operating in the gray because that's where things kind of blend in and that's where you can see things from a higher perspective. So, um, doing that job allows me the time to build this, right? Continue on the interviews and see the vision, create step by step. And it's right. So I want to learn how to do all this stuff, whether it's websites, designing business cards, apparel, like t-shirts, or one-on-one mentoring. I want to learn how to do all that so that I can teach that, right? How can you know something unless you have done it hands-on yourself? And why would you trust anyone to teach you who doesn't have the experience, right? Good questions. So, in The Alchemist, amazing book, there's a quote in the introduction. But if you believe yourself worthy of the thing you fought so hard to get, then you become an instrument of God. You help the soul of the world, and you understand why you are here. Eye of Wisdom on YouTube. It's a fantastic channel where they post updates. You just regularly watch and see how the sky, the above eye and clock of the energy that interacts with us here down below. Daily updates of wisdom, and it's a great channel to follow, so I highly recommend it. They said discipline now becomes destiny later. Discipline is super important because it's not just discipline isn't just something that is easy to obtain. Now, yes, it's simple, but it's not easy. But discipline now becomes destiny later, is what they said. It's why this is important is because there's an actual physical part in the brain called the anterior mid-cingulate cortex. The more that you resist urges, like if you can't sleep at night, sure, have a quick light snack, right? Because otherwise there's some people who might stay up all night if they have a heavy meal kind of thing. So a light snack, or if you know yourself and if so little things like that, right? So resisting urges, working out, uh, not going on your phone, for example, if there's anyone who is having issues sleeping, right? All these little things actually create a stronger connection and strengthen that part in the brain. So over time, it just becomes easy to resist, right? Because you've built those neuronal connections, those pathways, fortified that, and then it just becomes easy, right? Strength comes from things that seem difficult in the moment, but the more you practice it, it becomes easier over time. Peace and longevity, I think, are more often than not inextricably linked. And blue zones around the world is where people live the longest. Japan has a blue zone, and they talk about sense of purpose, ikiga, right? Without a sense of purpose, look, why do they live as long as they live? There's several things that they do, yes. But one of the biggest factors is sense of purpose. Grandma or grandpa, uh, they don't ever reach that point. They always have things that they have to continue doing. When people have that sense of purpose, right? People fail. Why? Well, it starts in the mind first. There's a great quote I came across was, nothing will destroy you more than the weight, power of your own thoughts. So it's an excellent movie if you want to check it out. The Peaceful Warrior. I think everyone could use some more peace in their lives. It's available on most streaming platforms. And Thursday is known spiritually as a day of rest and relaxation. So, hope you enjoyed this little tidbit. Working on some stuff on the back end. Uh, it's coming together slowly. Don't want to release too much, but it's going to be a big launch and a big surprise when it finally all comes together, one step at a time. Can't rush. There's no such thing as perfection. But as I said with my interview with Mr. Stone, I like to get as close as possible to perfection as a Virgo sun. So, till next time, bye for now.